prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
And a very special day it is. It is a terrific Thursday. Moving right along here. We're on to the 16th day of March. Marching right along here. I want to welcome everyone to Coffee Club this morning. And if you're not seeing that beautiful sunrise, pull back the blinds, pull back the curtains, tear them down, let that sun shine in. Absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. And I've seen a lot of photos, but I tell you what, it's hard to capture that beauty. So get out and enjoy it. Take it in. And good morning to you. Hopefully we'll have the best day ever. We'd like to thank our sponsors here on Coffee Club. Meadowview Healthcare Center, Walmart, which at Walmart you can see start bringing their spring flowers, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, AFP, and Fantastic Sam's. And Fantastic Sam's would like to remind everybody, don't forget they are hiring over there. They're hiring stylists. So if you're looking for a career opportunity, don't forget Fantastic Sam's. Thank you to all of our great sponsors. And let's see what today is. I know this is the day before St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's getting their green ready, hopefully. And get ready for that. Remember, you do not want to go out without your green. Possibly could get pinched. Or if you do want to get pinched, then then wear green or red, black, or any other color, maybe pink, if that's something that you are in hopes of. All right, we're on to the 16th day of March. Today is, and I think Autumn Scott Hall will be coming in. She's my co-host this morning. Here she comes. And yes, traffic. I understand, Autumn Scott Hall, no doubt.
Well, it's not actually traffic. It was brushing our teeth this morning.
Oh, teeth.
So
that's always a favorite.
Well, I was listening on my way here though. One of the children, one of the spawns,
yes,
received braces this week.
Yes.
And so
exciting, such an exciting
time. We ate breakfast and he's like, I gotta brush my teeth, and I can't be mad.
No,
like I can't be mad about
him
following directions, but at the same time it's like let's brush our teeth.
Well, okay,
before we got to walk out the door because it's Thursday.
Okay, I'm going to be on Team Maximus, okay? Because I'm going to...
Any names, Becky White?
Oh, so sorry, I did say that. I'm so sorry. I did.
It's okay.
Okay, but I'm going to be on his team because I remember, and matter of fact, when you were talking about the 10, I called the 10 grin was in, I had the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, and when you were talking about that, I wanted to actually, I was going to text you. I thought I'm not going to because I didn't know, but there's a lot involved.
There is, and I'm proud of him for that. That's why I was like,
no,
I'm not mad.
It's not. I mean, it can be very uncomfortable.
Yes.
And it's a lot to get used to, and all of a sudden, you got these big things in your mouth that poke out. You know what I mean? And it's a little bit, and then especially when later on, I don't want to, be the doom and gloom, but when they start tightening them.
Yeah. Well, I have braces.
Okay, so
them. I know.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I was like, yes, and I will say his orthodontist is very big on Like, they made him sign and say, if you don't take care of these,
Well,
we will remove them.
Okay, that's the way mine was. And
so
well,
I'm like,
and mine, okay, and mine was not local, so I'm not knocking anybody local, but mine got actually in my face and said, if you don't take care of yours, you'll make me look bad. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he didn't want his name on that.
Yep.
And so, I mean, I was like, I will do my best. You know what I mean?
we were
you know,
sitting there, and I heard him say, and I'm not saying any names or what.
No.
But I heard him say, hey, like, to one kid, and I don't know the kid, but he was like, the next time you come, I need to be impressed with your brushing.
Yeah.
And so,
like,
Max heard that
they
too,
are
and
like,
so he's like,
no, I mean, you talk about the drill. I mean, orthodontists, they're like that.
and they're expensive, though.
They're very,
and I appreciate that they are like that, because it's like, Mom and Dad are shelling out a lot of money, don't let it go to waste.
Exactly. And you can see their point.
Yes.
If it's not done right, you know what I mean? And it's up to the individual, the child, or the person, or the adult now, because adults get braces, to take care of themselves. Again, we talk about that all the time.
Be responsible for yourself.
Be responsible for yourself. I know.
So.
But, anyway, but that I remember actually, like, and I remember the traumas, but I remember actually, like, having when he was tightening, okay, and my teeth really weren't that bad, but it was just the tightening would hurt so bad. I remember a tear coming down my eye, and I remember him saying, stop that, you know what I mean? Yeah, he said, stop that, you know what I mean? You're fine, and I was like, okay. Yeah, I was like, you know what I mean?
Crying,
but he was, but he did get the results done, and he was a perfectionist, but anyway, but it is a lot, and
it is.
And okay, even if you have someone that, like, a little more gentle, no matter what, it's still a big difference.
It does
and
hurt.
The feel, the change, everything. So
well, and that's
I
why
can understand that.
A friend of ours, it was funny because we were there, and then a friend of ours walked in, and they made the comment. He said, "Yeah, we gave our kids some Tylenol before," and I thought that was a brilliant idea. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah,
like, because it does hurt, and I told him, I said it will hurt for probably a week or so.
Oh, definitely. And then trying to eat, I remember that, just like
God
that.
love him.
Oh, I remember like soups and just like that in the beginning, and just can he chew?
Yes.
I can still feel that. Isn't that funny how the trauma of that?
I sent him yogurt. He's like, can you just send me yogurt for lunch? This was yesterday, and then today I made bacon and eggs and
there you go.
toast.
That's good.
And he's like, I can't eat my toast. And I was like, cut it up.
Put it in a blender.
I'm
Can
sorry.
you blend it?
So,
well, it is something, and
it takes time.
And I'm happy that he's wanting to brush his teeth. That's good.
I did order yesterday. Like, they have a lot, like when probably when we have braces, they didn't have a lot of cool things that they have now. So, like, now they have.
It always gets cooler, right?
It does.
Watch me, I'm going to be mad. Okay, what do they have cool? What do they have?
They have these flossers. You know, like the flosser picks that we have.
Right.
Well, now they have special ones for braces that go up under the brackets and the wires. And I was like, man, I had to fight with floss in between those wires.
Yeah.
So,
I would be
horrible. A mess.
Well, and I was one of those that it was so hard because, like, like I'm I'm a social person, and I know, surprise, and and when somebody, if you're like at the movies or somewhere or something and there's popcorn, and that's a big no. So I would try to but I did like it, and it would get stuck, and I would try my best, or like it would bend something, Then I had those rubber bands. Those were the funnest things, and mine were Impalas that I'll never forget, and I could fling them. And one time we were like, we were flinging them at people. My friends would say, "Here, shoot them that way." You know what I mean? And I was pretty good at that. I just want to say one of my little skills.
Yes.
But
let me put my DNA on everybody.
Yeah. You think that was prior to COVID. We didn't think about it that way. That's when we drank after everybody. Everybody drank after everybody.
I'm more concerned about, my DNA being found at a crime scene that I wasn't at.
Oh, really?
That's why I always get worried about leaving my hair places.
Oh, you're hilarious. Yeah. That's so funny. I never thought about that.
I watch too much. When I was younger, I don't watch TV now, but I watched.
Well, you really thought about that when you were younger?
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Like a teenager. It's like, oh, I have long hair, I don't want to leave it at a crime scene. But that's when the big CSI rage came out.
I guess so. I just never thought about it. I was all over everywhere, let me just say. You could find my hair everywhere. You could find my.
That's great.
I didn't think like you did on that. Wow.
Yeah, I have
I need to reel it in and be a little more mindful on that. Yeah. That's great.
That's why I don't like to put my business out
Yeah,
there.
but I do feel for him on braces. But it's gonna.
Yes.
Here's the thing: the payoff is gonna be wonderful.
Well, he's
Yeah.
been a champ. He was a champ through the whole
Yeah,
thing.
I'm very proud of him.
And so he's
so
good.
proud.
I'm not even mad. He's like, and that's what I told him. He's like, I gotta brush my teeth. I was like, okay, then I'll wait. It's okay. That comes first.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being a responsible individual.
Absolutely.
I will wait.
Yes.
So.
Yay! And right out of the Bucky chute, he's being responsible.
Yes.
That's good.
Let's
That's
hope
good.
it. I mean,
Well,
we're going 3 days strong.
I mean,
so
well,
let's
hey,
hope
you know,
it lasts.
we're on the uphill. I think the thing that too, I mean, like he could say, like you could have had this. Well, I don't want to brush my teeth because they hurt. I mean, right? No,
Yeah.
I mean, right? You know, that could have been.
Even the toothbrushes. Now they have special
Oh,
toothbrushes
get out!
for braces.
Get out! Go away!
Yeah, they're like
no.
a V shape
I don't remember all that.
Yeah.
And my
No,
girls
we
had
didn't have
braces,
it.
but I don't remember that. I don't remember all that.
Your girls probably have braces when I have braces, and we did not have that.
No.
I'm a little bitter.
Yeah.
I'm a little bitter.
We might be a little mad, but I wore that T-shirt. I'll never forget. The tin grin is in, and I remember thinking, okay, here I am. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
And
find that.
not that, and it's funny because it's not like as if you don't already know it.
Right.
Why do I have to have a T-shirt that tells it? You know what I mean?
Because that's the most fun part.
But you know how like Dr. Rick on the commercials, like you don't have to become your parents. Like remember like all the pillows on the couch, all of the you know the commercial,
the insurance commercial.
It's one of the best commercials. Okay,
Yes.
Dr. Rick, like you don't have to have a sign that says like loving and cooking. You know what I mean? Like in your kitchen. You know, he always points out things, and it's really funny because it makes me feel like that commercial comes to mind because when I went to DC and I was in an elevator with all these people, you know, like a lot of times I talk. Surprise. Well, Dr. Rick says you don't have to talk.
You don't have to talk just because you're in the
elevator.
Becky.
Exactly.
Like you can turn around.
Right.
And...
No, you just you be you. You be you. And it's funny because I was like that. People are blowing up my phone now, telling me about it. Yeah. No, I didn't. I was like Dr. Rick would not want me talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We did a lot of those funny things as teenagers. That's like you'd get in the elevator and turn around, look at everybody, be like, "I bet you wondered why I gathered you here today."
Yeah, I've done that. Yes, I've done that one before. Yeah. That goes over. People are like, "What?" You know.
Yeah.
I've had that look. What?
I get.
and I'm like, I'm trying to have some fun. I know. And why
I have
not?
some odd humor.
We have several floors we're going to be going together. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean?
We're
And
basically bound together forever now.
you know what I mean? We got several floors we're going together, and at any given time, if something was to snap, you know, we might be the last people we see. You know, so why not?
So I don't think like that.
I do think like that. Now I do think like that, and I'm just like, let's have it. Let's have a good time.
That's great.
Yeah, but anyway, so I do take that into account, and now that like. You know how like signs like kiss the cook or whatever?
Yeah.
Like he's like, no, you don't need all that. You know what I mean? You don't need those signs. So it's funny whenever I see signs that say that, like I'm thinking Dr. Rick wouldn't want that.
Dr. Rick would not want that.
Would not want
He's
that.
made an influence on
He has. He really has.
I
And
love
so
that.
yeah. But anyway, the tin grin was in. I don't think. But I wore the T-shirt and I was proud. And then matter of fact, I remember after my braces. You know, should I throw the shirt out or should I gave it to someone else. I
love that. I'm gonna find
on.
it. I'm gonna Google it and see if I can find it.
It was a girl cut T-shirt. If not, I would have. If I don't even know where it's at now. Maybe it's still going. Maybe somebody.
We're passing this thing on.
I'm telling you right now.
Well, I'll tell you. I told my child. I said, I paid extra to have like the clear brackets and the clear. Horrible idea.
Never knew
because
that. Never did that.
you know, no matter how good you brush, no matter how it yellows. Anything acrylic or like it just has that yellow with worn.
Didn't realize.
And so I'm like, yeah, I did that. Like I did the clear brackets and the clear bands, and it was great for like the first couple weeks. But you don't go to the orthodontist every week. You go his next appointment is 9 weeks from now.
Right.
So things naturally stain and wear during that time.
Right,
and I'm like, yeah, we're not. I don't even know if that's an option, but you're not doing it.
No, no. I didn't do it either. No, I had the big.
No, I paid extra to do it. Like, that was something my mom was like, well, if you're going to do that, you have to pay for it. So I did. I paid for it. And then I was like, I
didn't know it was
wish
extra.
I didn't.
Well, everything that sparkles isn't gold. Or
everything
everybody
that sparkles
isn't gold. Or something like
yeah.
that, right? Is that right?
Everything that shimmers doesn't shine or something.
Something like that, yeah. Right. So, It's true.
But I also drink coffee and tea, and that probably yelled him too. And I did that even as I've been drinking coffee and tea since I was, I don't know, 5.
Yeah, they like you're not supposed to have like soft drinks, and you're not supposed to have, right?
And I'm thankful because like my kids don't drink a lot of soft
That's
drinks.
good.
And Max does not drink tea. He hates tea. I'm like,
Well,
you're not
that's
my
good.
child. Like, I don't know where you came from, but
Switched at birth.
probably he looks too much like.
No, I was gonna say he's right in there. Yeah, I don't think that's it.
Anyway, I did miss
option.
what today was.
Okay,
today is.
we're working on it right now. We were getting ready to. It's funny
You have a
should
birthday
ask.
this week.
Yes, in 2 days. See, I think. Okay, my theory is It's the 18th.
Why don't? Yes, I
Okay,
knew it was the 18th or
Yeah,
19th.
it's a Saturday the 18th. Okay.
That's a party.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because St. Patrick's Day is always the 17th, right?
Yes.
So here's what I feel, because I do feel like that green, and I love green, and I love everything about St. Patrick's Day. And I think that my mom probably went in labor. I think there was something about, I was young when she passed, so I never asked these things. But I have to think, in my head, I always think that she probably partied or had a little good time on. I think St. Patrick's Day had something to do with me.
What time were you born?
I don't remember. I don't know. 12:01. No.
I was born at 5 p.m.
I don't remember. I have seen before. I don't remember what time it was, but it was actually on the 18th. But I just feel like there was something. The party was started on the 17th.
Maybe.
I just think that
labor takes some time.
Well,
Unless
yeah.
you're me.
I just
my
think
labor
that
was very fast, but
mine too. Yeah,
most
that's why I had
people-
6.
that's it. That's the key.
That's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or it's something.
I love that.
I mean,
You got
or,
big birthday
or maybe I
plans?
didn't have a big. I forget easy.
Yes.
That's it. Maybe
probably
my
more than
memory.
likely.
Maybe my memory.
You hold that little baby, and then it's like, what pain?
Yeah.
What
I
pain?
remember. I can remember like with the first. And I did all natural.
I did too.
So
Yeah.
that's something. So
It's hard because I went so fast. Like
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah.
the reason why they're like, no, you can't. Like you're too far. You're stuck.
Well, I just went. My doctors were like, "Let's go natural." So the doctors I had were like, very, very encouraging on that, which I loved that. But anyway, so I went natural, and then I remember, going to the hospital with number 2. I guess I can say names, Abby, and I remember, they get you all ready, get you prepped and everything, and do all that. And I remember crying in the bed, because they were like, you get in bed, and I crawled in bed. And I remember thinking, oh, I know what's coming around the river bend. You know what I mean? And thinking,
I've been here before.
Yeah, I know what's coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I thought, there's no turning back now. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I'll tell you, I was not so nice on my second one because I went to the hospital.
Yeah.
And it was Mother's Day.
Oh.
So Kinley was born on Mother's Day.
Oh, that's awesome. What a gift.
Yeah. Gift that keeps giving.
Yeah.
But they sent me home.
Oh.
And I was very mad and I was very stubborn, and I'm like, they are only sending me home because they don't want to call the doctor. Now keep in mind, it's 45 minutes to the hospital, so it's not like I just
Right.
yeah. So when I did go back, because Justin was like, no, get in the car. If you don't get in the car, I'm physically putting you in the car. Like, we're going back because I'm being very I'm like, no.
Men get so nervous.
I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
They said I'm not having a baby today. Yeah. I'm not going. Like, I
Oh.
was mad.
Oh, wow. Attitude.
Oh, yeah, it was awful. I was so mad.
Oh.
And so we got back, and guess what? I can't barely even make it through the door. Thankfully, Justin had, because we have Max, so he, dropped me off at the emergency room door. And thankfully, this guy was walking out as I'm trying to waddle in. And I don't even really remember what happened after that. Like, I know he was like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm not having a baby. I still, even at the ER, I'm like, I'm not having a baby.
Oh, my goodness.
And so I think he freaked out. And so, the next thing I know, he ran. And then they met me with, a wheelchair. And I'm irritated. I'm so mad. I'm so irritated.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, this is ridiculous. I just need to use the restroom and da-da-da-da-da. And I remember the nurse was like, people have babies in the bathroom, so we're not doing that. And when they wheeled me on the maternity floor, the nurse who sent me home was walking, and I looked at her, and I was like, yeah, guess who's having a baby today? I probably said a couple other choice words I will not share on the radio.
You got crazy eyes telling the story. I can't even imagine.
Oh, I
don't know why
so angry.
Why she didn't hide. I would be like, what I mean? Did she apologize?
No.
Oh.
Didn't even come to my room while I was...
Oh.
Nah, she probably shouldn't have.
Okay.
Yeah.
peeked in and said,
Yeah.
"Is it safe?"
Like, I was
I need
angry.
I need to check your blood pressure. Is it
Yeah,
safe?
no.
No, it's not safe.
And then
Pillows
the
would have
lady,
started flying.
then the lady came to, because, okay.
I never had anything.
Yeah.
No, mine
Now,
are all
Max-
positive.
No, I have not. Like,
Oh, I'm so sad for you.
all of them.
I-
They weren't bad, but it
Yeah.
was just, like, Max actually was an emergency C-section because they had me push him
Oh.
when he wasn't ready.
Oh.
So, that was a whole debacle. So, like, with Kinley, I was going to get the...
Anybody that's pregnant right now, do not listen to Autumn Scott Hall's story.
Hey, it's worth it. It's worth it in the end.
Listen to mine. I mean, my stories are not
No,
that
mine aren't
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
It's just, you know,
Yeah.
like, they came, they were
Yeah,
fine, but
yeah.
I was doing the epidural,
Cool.
and the nurse was, I guess they have to do whatever they have to do, and I guess I'm literally pushing as, you know, keep in mind, Max was a C-section, so,
Yeah.
like, that part of it I hadn't,
Yeah.
and she's like, she literally put the cap back on the needle. She's like, honey, are you pushing? I was like, I don't know, maybe. I'm not having a baby today. Like, I mean, I'm still, like, they said I'm not
You
having
tell
a baby.
me. You tell me. Am I pushing?
And she's like, I'm pretty sure you're pushing. This is not happening. And she goes to the door and she's like, this lady is having a baby. Somebody get in here because I don't catch babies.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I mean.
Autumn.
And then here comes Kinley in all her glory. Like,
Wow.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
By that time, I wasn't mad anymore. But,
No.
I mean, that adrenaline probably helped make that go really fast.
Oh, definitely. Your mind was not.
And here
Oh,
she comes.
oh,
You know,
yeah.
head full of black hair and.
Isn't it such a cool story when you can tell? I mean,
Yeah.
aren't they just wonderful? Every one of them has got, like, mine are all
Yeah.
different. I mean, different stories, but I have great stories, but,
Yeah.
you know, and just that, I don't know, it's just.
Yeah, the
it's-
labor
it's a
part
cool
wasn't
feeling.
bad.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that part of it, that wasn't bad. It was just the, you know,
And I
being
didn't-
sent home.
Yeah, well, that would have, yeah, I get that. Yeah, that would have been a little bit. I didn't, now the, I mean, it hurt.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
labor
I'm not-
hurt.
yeah.
I just want to say, you know, I mean, you know, I felt like John Wayne. Give me a bullet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me a bullet. I'm over here, you know what I mean? I got this,
Yeah.
you know. And I liked, and this is so stupidly funny, I liked the praise that I was getting.
Oh, like,
You're doing
great.
good. Man, you're not even, you know.
I didn't
there
even
was
have time for that.
There was one lady that, you know, and again, we're not talking hospital, whatever. One lady in another room was just, I mean, screaming.
Yes.
And so I wanted to be the good girl. So
Yeah.
I was like, they were like, you're not screaming, you're not anything. And I was like, I'm hurting, but, you know, I wanted, isn't that funny?
Yes.
I wanted that,
I wanted
wanted that
to be
prize.
good.
I wanted
It's
that.
because you're a people pleaser.
I know. Even in labor, I'm a
Yes.
people pleaser, and I didn't want to
Not
be
me.
mean. I didn't want to be like I wanted because I wanted the nurse to have a good experience too.
Yes. Well,
isn't that crazy? I mean,
no, I
like
know exactly what
I
you
wanted
mean.
everybody in the room to be happy because I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I didn't. Yeah, I
This
am.
is the most joyful occasion of my
my
life.
life. Ow.
Nick was fun.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, by the time I had him,
Yeah.
I actually... Now, I will say this. I'll preface this with this. I never had fake contractions.
Mhm.
So, like, if I had contractions, I had a baby that day.
Mhm.
And so that, even with Max, even though we had some issues with him, it's like I did not have contractions until the day I had him.
Mhm.
So when I had Nick, I woke up with contractions at like 2:30 in the morning. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go take a shower. So I got up, I took a shower, I got ready. I'm like, I'm going to just wait and see. And then I went and woke up Justin. I'm like, probably need to go to the hospital, having some contractions. He's like, well, how long have you been having them? A couple hours. Like, you know, because with Nick, I'm
Yeah.
very just calm, very... his mom came and sat with the other two. He took me to the hospital. I get there and I never dilated very quickly.
Mm.
Or like, that's a lie. I dilated very quickly, but I didn't dilate until the very end.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like so I'm sitting there and it's getting worse. And 3 times, and Nick was born on a Sunday. So again, the doctor was not actually there. They didn't want to call because now we're there at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
They didn't want to call the doctor. And I finally, like, going back and forth with the nurse, I finally looked at Justin and I'm like, I'm done being nice. You tell her to call the doctor or she will be delivering this baby. And, like, I'm very aggravated. Like, I'm...
Uh-huh.
So, long
You're
story
angry,
short...
huh?
Well, but it's like,
No.
I know my body. Like,
You know your
they're
body.
not... And my biggest thing is, please listen to your patients. This is not my first
Oh,
baby.
I know.
This is my 3rd baby. I have done this before. Like, I know you do it every day, but everybody's different and I know my body type of thing.
True.
So, he did take care of that. And then we get back there. Because she's like, well, I'll just check you again because I just checked you 30 minutes ago and you weren't even at past a 1. And I was like, okay, well, check me,
Yeah.
Well, and she comes in, she's like, oh my gosh, you're already at an 8.
I told you.
Like, so that was fun. That's.
Well, I know we got to get off the subject, but I think the funny thing about
People
it
are
too.
like, why are we talking about babies?
I know, but the funny thing about it too is like, okay, so like I'd be going through a contraction, and of course I did all the breathing and did all because I did it natural, everything, and then the thing I always hated is when my husband would say, "Wow, that one went off the charts," and I'd be like.
Yeah, because they're watching the monitor.
Yeah, wow, that was off the chart, and I'm thinking, tell me about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just lived it.
Yeah, just live that one, and then, I guess then too, I had the what was so good for me, the very first one, I don't mean to, but I didn't have a mom.
Yeah.
To know when to go or what to do, when to hold them, when to fold them. So what a blessing with my first one, my water broke.
Oh, that's
so I knew to go. No, I mean that was like God saying get to the hospital.
Hey, listen, we're trying to get you there, Becky.
Yeah. And then with the last one, which I already knew, but I was in denial because you got to get all these things done before you actually surrender to go to the hospital. But my water broke again. So it was with the first number 1 and number 6, my water broke, and remember it broke at H&R Bakery, number 6.
Yes.
And so those donuts get me so excited.
I was just thrilled. That's funny.
Yeah,
I love that.
But the first one broke at home. But anyway, that was especially with the first one because you're in that you just don't know, And then I was thinking this too. This was cool. The girls and I were talking about this. My girls, as the older ones, because I had 6, and I started having the younger ones. We always call them the older ones, the little ones and the older ones. But
the bigs and the littles.
The bigs and the littles, yeah. And matter of fact, their friends even would say, "Oh, well, the littles." They would call them the littles, But like my girls would stay with school teachers.
Oh.
And I have so many great school teachers, and I could just name them out that kept my girls when I had the babies.
Yeah.
And I thought, that right there is a testimony to school teachers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And realize, that's who because, my children are number 1. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Every mother, or, feels their children are, and to leave my most precious, jewel and these school teachers, and they were fantastic. Like they would take them out to dinner. They would, call me, because back then, you didn't have necessarily cell phones. But it was like, and they would bring the girls to see, and like,
that's awesome.
And I thought about that the other day, and we were talking about it, and I was like, school teachers, what a big impact. And I mean, to not only have my children in class, but also, to take them home for the 3 or 4 days that I was in the hospital. And love them like the girls had a blast.
Yeah.
I mean, every one of them had a...
I remember, because I have a teaching degree, and one of my papers that I had to write in college was about people who influence your life.
Oh.
And like, I mean, 3 school teachers is who I wrote about, and it was not even on a education standpoint of their class. It was these are what these teachers taught me in life and how they poured into me.
Yeah.
Despite whatever.
Right.
And I think they do not get enough credit for the things.
Well, and you think about this from another angle. Think about it from my child's angle. Mm-hmm. My children, my girls, were not upset. Like they felt comfortable, like you know what I'm saying. They had never spent the night. They were. I mean, like with the teachers, but they felt that comfort and they felt that love and they felt that relationship that they did feel comfortable about spending the night with them.
Yeah, they were probably excited about it.
Yeah. Oh, very much so. Oh, well, especially whenever they would go out to eat. I mean, they got wined and dined. You know what I mean? Which it was a wonderful experience. But you go back and you think the impact that the teachers had on. I don't know. I just think that.
No, it's true. I mean, there were a couple teachers that I had stayed the night. Like one, I remember when our house burnt down when I was in the 8th grade.
Oh wow.
And the teachers all, pitched in money or whatever. And we had one teacher who, she took me out to eat. She took me to buy shoes and new clothes and then I went back and I got to stay the night with her. She just took me to school the next day, and it's exciting and it is comforting.
You talked about that. I mean, that relationship. I just think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how we got on this subject, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't know. There we go. We are.
So now that we
need We need a list.
we
we
need a buzzer. Get off the
get some
subject.
tangents.
Get off the subject.
So what is
All right.
the national
Okay,
days
so anyway,
today?
why you ask well, about my birthday? That's
How it was.
That's how
Because
it
your
all was.
birthday's
Yeah,
Saturday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Thank
and I
you.
won't be with you.
I know. We're on to the 16th day of March. Today is absolutely incredible kid day.
I have a couple of those.
I have a
Actually,
couple.
I have
You
three.
have three. I was gonna say, don't
I
you
have three of
dare.
those.
Yeah.
Well, a couple is 2, a few is 5, and so there's really no word for 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, 6, half a dozen. Would be half
Yeah,
a dozen.
you have
I have a half a dozen.
of
Half a
those.
dozen kids.
Yeah. Now when you say it like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have a, you know,
when we
I have
go
a quarter
someplace.
dozen.
Yeah, when we go someplace, and this is funny. In my head, like, okay, like I'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, making sure I had them all. You know what I mean?
Get a buddy.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll be someday at Sam Crossing or Meadowview, and I'll start going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll be like,
Becky's counting again. She can't get over
That's
6,
right.
but I mean.
True, it's true. Okay, companies that care day. I love that.
I love companies that care.
Yes, absolutely. This is also everything you do is right day. Oh, get out, right?
Somebody's lying.
Yeah, I know. There's no truth in that. I'm sorry.
You sit on the throne of lies.
Yes, right.
I'd like that everything I did would be right.
Right day. Yeah,
But
think of that. Yeah.
more times than not, it's not right. More
No,
times than
I
not, it's
know.
what were you thinking?
I know. And but you remember like when you went through that. Let's go back to that teenage year. Like you felt like everything you knew everything. You know what
I
mean?
never actually felt like that.
Did you not?
No.
Okay. Well, I felt pretty confident.
And I
then
always
as
feel
got
like-
older, it's
Like I always thought, well, here's the thing. It's like the more I know, the more people expect of me. So I'm just gonna quit knowing stuff. Like I mean,
no, it's power.
it is
No,
true. It's like, oh well,
true.
I didn't know that. Go
Oh.
ask her. Well, stop.
If they learn you have those skills.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you don't let your skills out of the bag.
I
I
like
have
them
skills.
hidden.
That's right.
Stop asking me.
That's
things.
right.
I don't know the answer.
Freedom of Information Day. Love that.
I think we should all have freedom to information.
Right. Lips Appreciation Day. You know what? It's something that
Wait,
like
pause. What?
Lips Appreciation Day. Do you like look at my lips.
I'm not even wearing makeup
I have
today.
really got some bold lipstick on today, don't I? But
Oh, I don't think it's that bold.
No.
It matches your earrings.
well, I appreciate
It's a little
that.
muted, I thought. It's
I
a pretty
appreciate that.
pink petal.
I just know that like this time of year, like your lips start getting so dry,
Ooh. So, speaking of lips.
and you got to like scrub them.
Yeah, I don't
Lip
have my
scrub.
bag in here, but
You got a lip scrub.
there is some. Well, I do, because there is tinted chapstick.
Yes. Yeah.
And I love that because some of those colors are very nice, very subtle. They do moisturize, but I bought it on Black Friday actually, and it came with lip scrub.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So I do actually scrub my lips.
It's nice to do that.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to scrub
It's a
your
good
lips.
thing to scrub your lips.
Have you scrubbed
so-
your lips today? Did you send them on their way?
Well, did you ever use like the satin lips?
Yeah, I think
love
I've
that.
pretty well used a lot. Yes.
Okay,
And
well,
then
I'm just
and then
saying.
the lipstick that goes on like hang on, no, this is like goes on clear, and then like your mood like it changes.
I have seen that. I have not
So
tried it.
Awesome,
but I've tried
it. Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry. I have not tried it, but I have seen it and I want to try it. But
if it goes bright red, ooh, those are some angry lips.
maybe I need to go Google those and get
Yeah,
some.
you need some of that.
Be like, give me some of that. And
I
they
don't
have
think
like
they make that.
flowers in it.
Flowers?
Yeah, like
I
I've
don't-
seen the one they go on clear, but they have like flowers in them.
No, I've not seen that.
Yeah,
Flower on
I'm
your
gonna-
lips. I like that.
I'm gonna-
Okay.
Well, I mean, the lipstick has flowers in
But
it.
like I'd be staring at your lips all day long.
Like,
Oh, your
what-
lip. Yeah.
Does it change though? Like, does it keep changing or does
You
it
have
just
you
change?
have a flower on your lip.
No,
Lip
it's in
You
the
have a-
lipstick.
And then I have. Okay, I don't know about that, but I like the
Moving on.
idea of that. Ooh, I love this National Artichoke Day. People do not get excited enough about artichokes. I'm sorry, I
They
am.
don't.
You know my phrase, what I am. And
Yeah.
I don't want to say that publicly, but you know what I am. Yeah, you just now got that, didn't you? You just now. What do I?
I
say?
did.
What, wait, what do I say?
I
all the
did
time?
just get that. Yeah, you're
Okay.
right.
For artichokes, I love
Yeah.
artichokes. I love them, and
I
I don't
love-
think they get enough.
I
They
love
come in.
spinach artichoke dip.
Yeah.
And one time we were out in Colorado and we had, like, the people we were with, they made artichokes. And, like, they taught us how to eat it where you, like, suck it out of the bottom.
I've
And
never done that before. I would love to do that.
it's awesome. You
Yeah.
dip it in a little bit of garlic butter. You just, like,
See,
it's,
that's fancy. I've
but
never,
then I tried to
never
make
done that.
them and I ruined it. So now
You're a cook.
I know, and I ruined the artichoke.
I can't believe that.
It's true.
I'm
It is
really
true.
surprised at that.
So
Oh, they do have a flower one.
They
Okay,
do.
okay, all right.
I do love artichokes though. Like I might try that again.
Well, call me, okay?
I will.
Because I will come over. But like like if someone says, "Oh, what's your pizza? And what can you get some artichoke?" Absolutely, artichoke dip. I mean, anytime I can get a little artichoke.
Yeah, and I think artichoke is so mild. Like it just picks up the flavors of other things.
It brings in, yeah.
I love
reels it in, yeah. So
I'm a fan, and you can put cheese with anything, and it's great. A big fan.
yeah, artichoke and cheese, like what if put it on a piece of bread? Have mercy, yeah. Okay.
I would do it.
National Curl Crush Day, and it shows like big curly hair. Do you realize when I take these braids out what I'm gonna have?
Listen,
I can't wait. I
I'm not.
cannot wait to see what's gonna happen.
I'm not gonna lie. I've had people ask me how long you're keeping those dreads in.
No, everybody's asking.
And
me.
I literally have been like, I hope forever.
Oh my gosh. Okay, they become one with me.
I
mean,
love
I don't
them.
know. It's really crazy because like she said the lady that did it, she said in a couple of weeks your beads will start popping off.
Yeah,
they're not. They're not.
It's a sign you gotta leave them on.
And it's actually because I wash my hair. Yes, everybody asks the question, do you wash? Yes, I wash. I condition. I jump in water anytime I want to.
Here's my only concern.
I'm ready for the pool, actually. It's not always, I know, is it going to talk about breakage?
No.
Because I'm worried about that.
No, I'm not worried about
Okay.
that. I didn't think of that.
Well,
My
don't.
concern is,
What's your
with it being a tight braid, does it mildew?
No.
Because it can't dry very well.
No, it dries fine.
Okay.
No, there's nothing going on. I mean, I would have a smell. No, there's
Oh, you're
nothing.
right, you would. I don't
Yeah.
smell you. So.
I did have a lady come up and sniffing, and she's like, yeah,
I just
she
want to
did.
sniff your hair.
She said, and I was like, sniff away, I don't care. And then everybody wants to touch the beads.
I have 6 kids. I have no personal
Yeah, no,
space.
I told you, I'm an open book. Whatever, you know what I mean? But it is going to be. I can't wait. What I'm excited about, not excited because I do love them, and
Yeah.
I know I need to let them go. And then when they go, and when they actually, it's
You're gonna have to send me a picture.
Yeah, I know. No, I cannot wait to go out, and I'm gonna have to go somewhere or something with this
Yeah.
huge, big hair.
Well,
Because I love big hair.
What's funny?
Big hair group over here.
The higher the hair, the closer to God.
God, that's
I didn't
exactly.
even- I did brush my hair
don't
today.
even think about that. Ain't true. That's
That
exactly
is.
right.
But what is cracking me up is your hair is growing.
Yeah.
And so, like, as your hair is growing, like, you can tell it's growing because it's not
Yeah.
braided at
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
at the
Roots,
base.
yeah.
And so I think for that purpose, as you continue to grow it out, you're going to have to take them out.
Yeah.
Because then it's just going to look funny.
Yeah.
But
I know everybody has asked me, and I've got,
I'm like, I'm rooting for at least July.
but I don't think I'm gonna make it that long.
I mean, why
I
not?
like the idea. I love your.
I'm all for it.
Love
Let's,
that
at least
goal.
July.
Yeah,
Let's-
make it in July. Well, the thing is, it's so easy, Autumn. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now. It's like just, it's like water and go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just jump in the water and go. You know what I mean?
I
It's
love
like,
it.
It's so easy.
Mine's
so.
not long enough to braid, but
Oh, I think they could have done that. I contrary to popular belief, I think it could happen. National Panda Day. I love pandas. Panda bear.
the panda bear is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I do too. I agree, but I don't think they're like the cuddly lovey that we think they are. I mean, I think they.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this out there. Every wild animal is still a wild
Oh, did you see the
animal.
zebra that bit the guy's arm almost?
No,
off?
but good for that zebra.
Well, and it was really it's kind of crazy because I guess he had it like zebras, right?
Yeah.
And it was on his
Zebras are wild horses with stripes.
Okay, so the zebras. Okay, on what was happening was there was a herd of women zebras.
I was like a herd of women.
Of
Okay,
course.
so now we're animals. You're not wrong, but
Well, I'm thinking this is a country music song.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have all these women over here, these zebra women, okay, that were over there, and he was like trying to protect the. I mean, this is a natural thing. These
Well,
were.
and you have to remember these are wild animals.
Yes, I mean he was doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Yes,
He was
can you
protecting the
imagine
herd.
him?
I mean, right? Hello, beat his monkey chest and dragging his nails and showing his. You know what I mean? That
You can't.
Right?
He's doing his job.
I know, but it didn't end up well because he did bite this guy, and then
What was the guy doing?
I think he was going out to feed. I don't think it was really that. I don't know the whole story on that. But here's the way this is my takeaway. Could be, I'm trying to stay the way I understood it. Was the guy was just going out to feed or whatever, or check on him or whatever. And this zebra wasn't having it. These are my girls. You ain't touching my girls. So anyway, so then he bit him, and then when he called actually. I think he's the one that actually called the paramedics and said, I just got my arm bit off. So he had, enough, like he was conscious
Right.
enough to know that. But anyway, but he did lose a lot of blood. They got it stopped. But when the paramedics and the police and everybody came, this zebra wasn't backing down. The zebra was still full throttle, like still kind of like
aggressive
out there.
aggressive.
So so they did.
They did have to put him down.
They did. They put him down.
So was this like at a farm or a zoo or?
I think it was like a farm. It might have been like a.
Well, why do you have a farm of zebras?
I don't know. It could have been like where people like how people drive through. I don't know the whole on that. I was just
maybe it was mating season.
Then when animals go when animals go wild.
Yes.
Then the lady, her neighbor had a monkey, and the monkey got out of the cage, and so she saw the monkey on her porch. Okay, so she went and she called 911. Or called the police because the monkey was one of those little monkeys. You know what I mean? No, I know.
I have my own opinion about people having wild animals as pets.
So and like they're real strong though.
Yeah, they are.
Little,
and they're mean.
Like So like she saw it out the window. Well, when the authorities came, when the cavalry comes, she felt like good enough to open the door. Well, she opened the door and this monkey like jumped on her it's not, it's horrible. Started pulling her hair, this is like recent. And then like tore her ear off. Like part, all the way down to the canal, the ear canal.
Oh, God.
No, it's like, I'm sorry anybody eating breakfast, but you can, like this monkey went like.
I don't think people should have wild animals as pets. I'm
So,
sorry.
So
I'm not sorry.
the owner of the pet said, I was trying to listen to her apology, and it was like, I just, she was like, she didn't, it was, I think she was sorry about it all, but it's still the fact
I'm sorry that you lost your ear.
But you
and
talk
I didn't
about the
manage.
trauma. I mean, having a monkey on top of your head, pulling your hair out.
I will never go to a safari again.
I think of Ratatouille when the mouse was up there. Remember how he pulled the chef's hair, like what to add more of? I don't know. I'm just like, really? I don't know. I think I would just start swinging. I don't know.
Here's how I feel about animals in
I'd probably
general.
start standing on my head. I would go down standing on my head to get that monkey off. Right?
I think I'd be headbutting the wall, like run into the wall and headbutting it. Get off me. I don't know. Listen, I have a dog. We lost our dog in October after 14 years, and I'm still a little sad about that. But we have another dog that we got to keep the other dog alive longer. And she's not a bad dog, but like, I'm done. I'm done with animals.
Well, you say that now. But I mean,
no, I've been saying it for a year.
Let's see how you stay strong on that. Yeah,
I'm not having another animal. Like,
you made my mascara run.
I'm sorry.
Honest to God, I had my mascara was really on point this morning. I didn't fall out of my chair, and that was
I almost thought you did.
Yeah, I know. That was the closest I've been in a while.
I'm sorry that our audience cannot see my headbutting. My God. Listen, I'm a very dramatic person.
I know. I almost want to see the visual. I'm so sorry. Okay, I couldn't pull it together.
Too bad we don't video these conversations.
I'm over here with a full bladder of coffee and just about,
My coffee is empty. I'm a little sad about that.
I just have a little bit left. But I've had like 3 or 4 cups.
Okay,
let me go back.
Let's keep the wild animals in the wild where they belong.
There we go.
National Pet Day. I missed Pie Day yesterday. What kind of pie did you have?
Coconut cream.
Glad I missed that.
Coconut cream. I'll take lemon, but we talked about peanut butter. Oh,
lemon.
If somebody wants to make a peanut butter pie, I really won't be mad. Did I tell you about the time at Walmart? I was in the aisle, and this guy, I don't know who he thought he was talking to, but he started asking me about how, if I could make him a peanut butter pie. And I thought, hun, I don't mean to be rude, but
I got 6 kids. I'm not.
I don't think I'm the one that's going to make the best. I cook. You know what I mean? And baking is a whole nother level.
Baking is different.
It's different. I mean, like, I can make a really mean roast. I can do your mashed potatoes. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm making for dinner tonight? Smoked sausage and fried potatoes.
Can't go wrong. I love that.
No,
I love that.
My potatoes are sprouting.
It's really beside the like, peeling and cutting the potatoes up. It's an easy meal.
I'm not even doing that. I'm washing them. I'm gonna slice them thin, keep the skin on them.
Are you? Okay. Well,
that's where the
healthier.
vitamins are.
That's good. I know. That's healthier.
And I'm lazy.
Well, no. No.
And I have a mandolin. I love my tools.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be slicing those things.
I do want to say I saw a kitchen tool. You know how I am about gadgets. I'm trying to be gadget free.
I love gadgets.
But I do want to say
gadgets.
that I did find one I'm going to get. You take I'm really into butter.
Yeah.
And you take a stick of butter and you put it down on your butter and it makes the little patties, like the little. Okay, you push it like you know how like an apple or like a how what's it called? It's apple core. Yeah, but this is like when you push
So
down
you're
on butter.
literally getting the butter pats.
Yeah, and you're getting the little squares that are like look so good. You know what I mean? Like to put out. I'm gonna get one for Easter. I mean, they're gonna be sitting on my table, and I can't wait for
Why
my
don't
family.
I just bring you my chopper and you can just use it?
Chop your butter.
No, I have like a little chopper that does the same thing. It's great for tomatoes, eggs, butter, whatever. You just set it on there and you rock it down and it
make the little squares. I want to
like the pats. Like
yeah,
you just
little pats of squares.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can use it. It's in my cabinet. I can't even tell you the last time I used it.
Well, I just want to really make those little. I was thinking those little squares of butter, and I thought, oh, that's because you only get those in a restaurant usually. I mean, like at my house, no, we just take a knife and butter. I mean, you don't.
Yeah, but do you not cut up the pats of butter? You can do that just even with your. You can do that on your mandolin.
Where do you get?
Yeah, Becky. I'm gonna see if this is it.
Hold on. You need to stop right there. Hang on. Okay.
You don't have a mandolin.
No, I don't have. I don't.
Yeah.
No. I just take. Okay, the butter sits there. Okay, this is what my family gets. This is how deprived my family is. They get it. There's a.
I don't cut my butter.
There's a stick of butter, and then they take the knife and they cut it. Everybody on their own, right?
Yeah.
But I can make little patties of butter, and little patties of butter.
I can make patties of butter.
I mean, right? And if I actually if I put the patties like individually on a little wax paper, they would think they're uptown. I mean, they would not know.
Is this what you're talking about? This butter slicer?
It's just simple. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
See, isn't that just simple?
Yeah, I have.
Don't order it for me because I don't
ordering
know if
it. I'm going to bring you my chopper. You can just try that.
So I chop my butter?
Yeah, well, it's a slicer like this.
So you're slicing it long ways?
No, I'm slicing it just like that.
It slices?
Yeah.
And dices?
And yeah.
And now I'm going, you know what I'm thinking of now? Remember the Cat in the Hat? Remember? It slices and dices.
Slices and dices and does it all. I love that. This is my, well, I'm not going to go into all my gadgets.
You are the gadget queen.
I do love gadgets. I'm an Aries.
I don't want to be the, well, I'm a Pisces and I'm not a gadget queen. I'm not going to gadget.
Yeah.
I'm not going to gadget
So
at
there
all.
you go.
But I was going to gadget to make it look a little bit more presentable, my butter.
I love that.
The butter. Because I really like.
So I have that.
Oh, wow.
And it does the same thing. See, and it
that
has the little
takes
slats.
up way too much room.
Okay, but it will work to slice your butter.
I don't know about it.
You can try it. Okay.
I don't know, Autumn. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I have to
go
think
home and do
deeply
it
about
tonight
this.
now.
Yeah, now
and
then I want a photo of it.
And then I'm going to have to
photos.
store it. I'm going to have to put it in a container and store it.
Oh,
Actually, I'm just going to put it in my butter dish and let it sit like that on pat.
Absolutely. Butter keeps. Yeah. There's no rush.
I do want. Speaking of butter, I want one of those little crocks. Like they have the crocks that you put the butter in,
cute.
and then I guess
you melt your butter and then put it in there.
No, you smash it down in there.
Oh.
And then it's supposed to keep it to where, like this morning, I made toast and I had to heat my butter up on the pan to get it soft to spread it. But this is like a butter crock.
Yeah.
And you put it in hot water, and I guess the butter, it doesn't affect the butter, but it softens it.
Do you have any family members that like they butter their toast and then you find the toast in your butter?
Okay, so
I could name drop. I could really name drop right now of people in my life.
I'm guilty of that today.
But
then here's how I fix it. Because again, I had to melt the butter to put it on the. So like I just put my butter on the pan and then take the butter and do it. But then when I'm done, I cut that part of the butter off today I even thought I cannot believe I'm doing this. I'm wasting this butter because butter is expensive right now.
You need to give it to the dog.
But oh no, that would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
But I can't have breadcrumbs in my butter.
No,
like,
I can't. That's a big no.
Yeah.
No, and it happens, and I can name people in my family that it happens with, and I just
yeah.
So I've learned to hurdle and just look away.
You just have two butters. Well, that's why you need the butter pats.
I need the pats. There we go. Everybody
there
go.
We go.
All right, this is. But anyway, the whole thing about talking about the pie was the gentleman asked, "Could I make him a peanut butter pie?" Or if I, and I'm like, I don't. I mean, I would, but I don't think that's something that I can master to make it. I don't think that would be the one. All right, oranges and lemons day. I love oranges and lemons, and I love that in water.
I love orange and mint in my tea.
I'm totally, Orange and lemons do not get enough credit. Completely love that. So get out and enjoy. Those are some holidays.
Get out and enjoy at 8:52. We're a little behind.
Wow, where did time go? Right? Yeah.
Sissy babies.
So speaking of dog, Sissy Baby's not even been in here. She was the new
She
girl.
greeted me as
We
I
have
got here this
there's a
morning.
new lady which is adorable, Savannah from Salem Crossing in Meadowview.
Yeah.
So she came the very first time on Monday. Okay.
Yes, I
Well,
was listening.
So Sissy Baby decided that she needed to get to know her, and Sissy, out of all of us sitting in the room, Sissy Baby went for her, and right up her leg, and she's so sweet. This.
I just want to clarify, Sissy Baby is a cat and not a snake. In case you guys are concerned.
Sissy Baby picked us. We didn't pick Sissy Baby.
Yeah, Sissy Baby is.
She chose us. Remember?
She did.
Remember whenever I had the big bag of cat food, you said, "Oh, we're keeping the cat."
Yes, I did know that
No,
when I saw
we're
the
not
cat
keeping
food.
the cat. The cat keeps us. It's like I told you. It's like Catherine or no, wait, Audrey Hepburn on my favorite Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
She's a no-name cat. She goes as she pleases.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. She's here today, and I don't know if she'll be back here tomorrow.
Well, be careful, Sissy Baby's bringing friends.
She does, yeah.
She does.
Well, I told you it was whenever I got that the seafood blend, cat food. It brings them.
My cat food brings all the cats to the yard. Okay.
That seafood blend drives them crazy every time. I'm going to put it on my neck. I'm going to use it as a perfume. That seafood
I love that.
blend brings them in. Okay, so what do you think the favorite dog? Speaking of pets are, and I don't know about this. I'm kind of highly offended about this, but you know they always pick out
Golden
each
Retriever.
year the number one dog. Well, the Golden Retriever has been for years, and one of my daughters has a Golden Retriever, which I adore that breed. I didn't know I liked that breed. I love that breed. This dog of hers is fantastic. But no, the number one dog in the U.S. In 3 decades. Okay, here we go.
That is strong.
This is earth-shattering news in the dog world. For the first time in 3 decades, the Labrador Retriever is not the American's number one dog. Okay?
Okay. I'm
American-
not a huge fan of labs, so.
Oh, I do love a good lab. Oh, I love a good lab. Oh, especially when they're lovey labs. Okay, so they've released the based on I don't know what they're based on, but guess what? The number one is French Bulldog.
Oh!
For the first
good old
time.
Frenchie.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler has a bulldog, Frenchie bulldog,
Does
I
he?
think.
Oh,
Meatball is his name.
it's so cute. Which I love Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I think it's a French bulldog. I could be wrong. That could be
okay.
fake
So
news.
the French Bulldog is number one for the first time, dethroning the Labrador Retriever, which has been number one for 31 straight
I was
years.
gonna say the labs. Well, I said golden retriever, but it is really the lab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that, it was a Cocker Spaniel, and before that, it was the Spuds McKenzie dog. Remember those?
Nope, I have no clue what that is. But
You don't remember those? Oh, they
No.
were really cute. They were really cute. Yeah, they were cute.
Yeah, he's an English bulldog. I'm sorry. I knew he had a bulldog.
That's what I have. I have an English Bulldog. See, and I like the English Bulldog. Not that I don't like the French Bulldog.
I'm
but-
gonna compare the.
Yeah, I like the English Bulldog. Well, look at Lucy. I mean, she's the queen.
Who's
Yeah.
Lucy?
That's my English Bulldog.
Oh.
She's the house hippo.
Oh yes.
The house hippo only does
the French bulldog is just smaller. I don't love. They are cute, but
I'll have to send you some photos of Lucy. Yeah, they're very cute.
they're
Yeah,
cute, but
yeah. There's some TikToks with them talking, which is really pretty funny. Yeah. So, anyway, okay. Number one, French Bulldogs. Number two, Labrador Retrievers. Number three, Golden Retrievers.
oh,
Number four, German Shepherd dogs. I think German Shepherds are just fantastic.
they
They're
are
really a good
great
dog.
dogs.
They
I
are.
do love shepherds.
Yeah.
I mean, we
And-
have an Aussie, and she's very very protective, but
Yeah.
her purpose has been served.
No, I mean I love it. I love like the German Shepherd because one of my daughters have a German Shepherd, and like the German Shepherd, like he knows what's going on. Like he's very well aware of everything that's going on, like at the time. He's in the moment, like he knows.
Right.
He's so I want to tell him you can have the day off. You know what I mean? No, I mean
yeah.
like he's so
Yeah.
like alert to everything, just making sure everything stays smooth
Right.
and runs right. I feel
Right.
like you know what I mean. He doesn't ever take a day off.
I don't think dogs do. I don't think they know how.
They
They
don't?
wait until you're not home, and then they're lazy.
Well, this guy, I think he's probably on high alert. I think he's at all
There
times.
is no day off.
There's no day off. There's no day off. We do not around
can
here.
rest when I die.
That's right. I don't know, but I think he's way cool, and I love him, and I think he really loves me because I know how. I mean, I really appreciate him. You know what I
I
mean?
will say, I do think, and I 100%, I will say this, and I believe this, dogs are very much unconditional love.
Mhm.
Like, you have a dog,
Okay.
You can literally beat that thing and they will still love you.
Don't even.
Not that I ever would, but
No.
you know what I mean.
No.
Like they do
Well,
have
let's
that
put a
unconditional
dog.
love.
Let's put a dog and Justin in a trunk. Okay, when you open that trunk door, tell me the difference. Okay, the dog's gonna be waving its tail. Tell me what Justin's gonna be doing, Autumn.
The trunk would have already been torn open.
Okay, let me just say. Okay,
Yeah.
I always use that as a reference. Okay,
Yeah, and it's true.
It's
'cause
unconditional
dogs do love you.
Yeah, dogs.
They're just like, okay, that was fun. Thanks for letting me out. We give
Where
our
have you
dogs
been?
voices.
I know.
So like,
I know. Oh yeah, we do too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a Great Dane he's just not all there. You know what I mean? Okay.
No, Becky's home.
Mommy,
where's mommy?
my mommy loves me. My mommy is the best. That's why when I give him a snack. And
for my Scooby snack.
That's right. No, it's true. It's
Yeah.
so true. And the house hippo, she ain't having it. I mean, she's got a total. She's got a you know what face all the time. Okay, so anyway, so German Shepherds number 4.
Okay.
Number 5, poodles. They're allergic, like
Yeah,
what is
they're
it?
non-allergenic. But
whatever,
you know,
yeah.
poodles are actually big dogs.
Yeah, they are.
Like
they
they breed them to do the smaller ones, but poodles are like big dogs.
Yeah. Number 6 is bulldogs. Bulldogs are on number 6.
They are on the list.
Yeah, they made the list. Yeah. Number 7, Rottweilers.
I had Rottweilers growing up, and that was the best dog ever.
I've heard that.
The only problem with them is as they get older, their brain starts hitting their
I've
skull,
heard
and
that.
that's when they go crazy.
I think don't Doberman Pinschers do that too.
I think so. And I think that's why they have the bad rap, because it's like after they get older.
Okay. Number 8, beagles. I love a good beagle. Oh, I love
Coco's
beagles.
a beagle shepherd mix.
Oh, I love a good beagle. I mean, they're just like so happy and loving and just
Digging and tracking and.
Number 9, a dachshund.
Now, okay, let me tell you.
My husband wants one so bad.
One of our friends has a little dachshund, and it is the cutest
Oh,
thing.
they're adorable.
The only thing is they dig,
Oh.
but they're so funny because they're so long.
They're so cute.
You know?
Yeah. So he wanted a dachshund, and I came home with a bulldog. I know.
These two
He's
things
like,
are not the
how did this
same."
happen? And I'm like, I don't know.
Well, but you can't have a dachshund with a Great Dane.
No, that would be my Great Dane would love the dachshund. Oh, my Great Dane.
He think it's a toy.
He's a lover.
It's like a
No,
chew
he
toy.
would. Oh no, he would love that. No, he's a lover. He's a mommy's boy. He's a lover.
I'm really a small dog. The mirror.
He sits on my if he wants to sit on my lap. If I don't let him on my lap, which come on, So then he sits on my feet, and I'm like,
listen, I would love a dog to sit on my feet because my feet do get
no,
cold at night.
he'll do that. He backs up and he sits on his feet. If he can't back up and sit on my lap,
I need Scooby to come to my house
Zeus.
for a little bit.
There was
Give
a
me-
Scooby. Scooby was.
Let me have Zeus for a little bit.
Oh, Zeus would love that. He would love to come over and play.
Yeah.
Number 10, German short-haired pointers.
Well, there you go.
Okay, so Cocker Spaniel, which was number 1 in 1990, are down 29 on the list. Collies, collies are so smart.
Collies are-
remember Lassie,
Yeah.
Timmy's in the wheel? Well,
Yeah.
Timmy's in the
Timmy's in the well. Lassie was actually a boy.
Yeah. I remember that. There was some scandalous there.
There was.
Lassie dogs are number 39. So the Great Dane didn't even make it, okay? They're not even great, okay? The Kennel Club recognizes 199 breeds. The least popular breed was English foxhounds. Oh. And the number 1 runner-up was the Norway, is it Ludhounds? Ludhounds, I guess. So.
Hound dogs, you can't beat a good hound
Oh
dog.
my gosh.
What was I
Remember
looking
Topper
at,
and
Foxhound?
or Copper and Todd, remember?
Yeah.
The Fox and the Hound?
You know what
I'm a hound dog.
I loved, yeah, it's a foxhound is a hunting dog. But I think, okay, so here's my thought on that. People don't hunt like they used to.
No. Right.
That is true. So, do you remember
So we don't need daylight savings time, right?
That's right. 101 Dalmatians were like in the very beginning where they had like all the people walking their dogs and the dogs looked like the people.
Oh
That
my
cracked me up.
gosh, I love that.
That's my favorite
And
part.
a Dalmatian, love them. I can see I'm a dog lover. But I do want to say, Autumn, I'm going to try to stay strong. My dogs are older, and when something happens, I'm going to try not to have puppy fever.
I don't have puppy fever, but see, I don't have baby fever either. So, it's a lot of work, and I don't want to mess with it.
There you go. Maybe I'll stay this.
I mean, Coco's 5, and honestly, the only reason I've not gotten rid of her.
Oh, you shouldn't. Coco.
She wouldn't know what to do. Like, we're the only people she's ever known.
They
And I'm like, I'm not heartless. Like, I'm not completely heartless.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got her to keep Oreo alive, and now that he's gone, it's like your purpose is served, dog.
Autumn Scott Hall over there. I am like, no, that is
awful. I know, I'm a
horrible.
horrible
No, that is
person.
horrible. I'm gonna no.
Horrible
Boo,
person. It's okay.
Boo. No.
Yeah.
No.
But
Well,
I do feel bad because she's kind of depressed.
Well, yeah.
Because he's gone.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
not
sure,
been 6 months
sure.
yet, and so she's
Yeah.
a little depressed, and
I know.
she's not a bad dog.
I know.
It's a lot.
Well, dog, it's a commitment. Yeah.
It is.
Well,
It's a lifelong
It
commitment.
is absolutely. Mine are like getting older, and I love him dearly, and I just think that
She's a good dog. That's all. I mean, she is a good dog.
look at you
backpedal.
backpedal.
It's a lot of work. I'm like, I do good to keep
Is
3
backpedaling
kids
wear
along.
you out, Autumn?
No, hey, do you need the dog? Because I'm sure she
No.
would love to come see you.
Oh, Lucy would not love her. Lucy's a.
All right.
yeah.
Well, you know who I do love?
We gotta love them,
I love
for
our
sure.
sponsors.
And I know.
Walmart, Meadowview Healthcare, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Fox Pearly Wealth Management, AFP, and Fantastic Sam's.
You are so good.
I just did all that from memory.
I know. I'm so impressed.
I
am
tried.
so impressed.
I did hear you do it this morning, and you were going so nice and slow, and I'm like, I read that thing like I'm a shotgun going 100 miles an hour.
So funny.
All right, have a great Thursday.
Absolutely.
Barbecue is back in Salem, baby, and things are really smoking. New owner Bill and his family would like to invite you to come out to Po' Boy's Barbecue at 506 South Main Street, Salem, Indiana, and try us out. I guarantee you'll love it. From pulled pork to ribs to brisket and even barbecue chicken. We have something for everyone. They have kids' meals, burgers, and even smoked wings. And if you've never heard of our haystack onion rings, you've got to try them. And you'll also love our #1 bestseller, the Pig Pin, which features a heaping plate of steak fries covered in cheese and pulled pork. Just $10.95 or get 2 sides for just $2 more. Not sure what you want? Try the sampler platter, which gets you ribs, brisket, pulled pork, barbecue chicken, smoked sausage, and 3 sides for just $23.95. Bill has fed NASCAR drivers, musicians, and NFL players. And they're open now here in Salem and ready to serve you and your family. Come in and see Bill and his family today. They'll be having a grand opening coming soon. Stay tuned to WSLM for more information. Call them at 812-570-0020 for carryout, or come in for some of the best barbecue you'll ever eat. And remember, at Po' Boy's Barbecue, they only smoke the good stuff.
This is Melissa Jeremiah with Hoosier Uplands Home Health Care and Hospice. We have a local team of professionals who are able to care for you in your home. Home care speeds the recovery process and allows a person to heal in their own home. Hospice offers symptom management to those facing the last stages of life. Our professionals are available at 812-849-4447 to answer any questions you have regarding home health care or hospice.
Fantastic Sam's Cut and Color is hiring stylists. If you're driven, creative, and ready to make an impact, then we're looking for you. We offer competitive
You're listening to The Rick and Bubba Show, the 2 sexiest fat men alive.
It is 6 minutes past the hour from the No Name Studio. A brand new hour is upon us. Speedy, the real Greg Burgess, Eddie Van Adler, all here today. Helmsy on vacation.
You could have a steam train.
Welcome back for a brand new hour. Bill Bubba Bus.
Rick, glad to be here, and thank all of you for being part of the Rick and Bubba experience.
These are the days.
Here we go. It's America time. Walking together through the promised land. Been looking at a couple of stories that kind of go together. So we have a Vermont school. It's interesting, actually. One of my sons is actually in Vermont this week on a mission trip. A Vermont school will now no longer be able to participate in tournaments sanctioned by the Vermont Principals Association over its decision to forfeit the game. You go, okay, well, what happened there, Rick? Why did they forfeit a game? Well, and this is the only way, if you have a daughter or someone that you love that is female, and I'm saying biologically female, and they have trained and trained and trained, and they are an athlete and they desire to compete in women's athletics, this is not a good time for you. And I'm so sorry that we're allowing this to go on. And so what's happening here is this, and I commend this school. A women's basketball team has refused to play another women's basketball team because their team features a trans woman, meaning a biological male. Yeah. And all the advantages that go with the science of being male versus female when it comes to athletics, size, strength, muscle mass, speed, all of this, and this is the only way. Now, right now, you're not going to like the way this goes because apparently this is what a lot of states are choosing right now. But until those of you out there who have female athletes start doing things like this, you're going to lose female athletics, or at least it's going to
disappear, as you know it,
or it's going to be badly damaged. So, but here's the problem with this association in Vermont. Instead of telling the school, we appreciate your stance and you will take a loss on this game, which the school was willing to do.
Right.
That's not enough. Because you did this, you now cannot compete in these tournaments at all, and you must be punished for not adhering and bending to what society demands. Yeah. The trans community demands that you bow to their wishes, and since you won't do this, we cater to them, not you. Now what you're doing, you're saying is principled, but like we've said 1,000 times, we're picking what principled things are to be applauded. You standing up for biological women, we do not applaud. Right. You will be punished because you did not adhere to recognizing this man as a woman and letting him get every rebound and score 40 points. Okay, and can you?
Can he dunk?
I don't know. I don't know if he's even that good a player, but he's definitely a problem when he's playing against women. And remember, this is high school level we're talking about, so he's past puberty.
Yeah, this is varsity basketball.
And let me tell you, when males pass puberty, it's a game changer.
It is.
When it comes to size, strength, and speed.
It is. So it's Mid-Vermont Christian School that dropped out ahead of their game against Long Trail Mountain. That's the name of the school. And the head coach for Mid-Vermont Christian said they withdrew from the tournament because we believe playing against an opponent with a biological male jeopardizes the fairness of the game and the safety of her players. Allowing biological males to participate in women's sports sets a bad precedent for the future of women's sports in general.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like somebody walking around and chewing gum at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just logic.
Don't make sense.
Now remember, logic is punished, lunacy is rewarded.
Right.
Yeah.
Now hear me loud and clear. If this individual, even though I would respectfully disagree and I think they need some help and I would have compassion for them, if this individual is truly confused about their gender, and that does exist in the tiniest of percentages of our society, and at one time we tried to help them, and now it's become mod, and when you see things like Drew Barrymore bowing down to a transgender person, and you're someone who wants to fit in, and you see that celebrities make a fuss over trans people, look, they're kids. Kids want to be popular. Kids want to be mod. It's now becoming like, I think I'll be transgender. I don't have any kind of mental issues, and I'm not really struggling. I just think it's kind of cool. I mean, and that's where we are now.
Yeah.
And until somebody stands up against this and says, look, if you want to do this in your own personal life, and I know I'm repeating this, but that's the only way that points are made is if you repeat them.
Yeah.
Okay? If you want to, when you make the decision, I'm going to be trans, in your personal life, that is going to come with some cost. Just like Jesus tells those that want to follow them. If you want to follow me, you got to deny yourself, pick up your cross, and it will cost you. And then you go, I'm still in. But there's going to be things that you're not going to get to do anymore. I'm in. Well, if someone, and I know that this is not the same thing, but I'm using the same analogy, it does work. I decided that I believe that being transgender is my truth, and that's what I want to do. But yet what they're saying is, but it doesn't need to cost me anything. No, it will cost you, and it's going to cost you participation in sports. Or you can participate with biological males. Or as what we need to do, if y'all want to develop a trans league, I guess we can. But you can't have biological males competing against biological females in sports. So then we look again. But again, we're not punishing the school that's saying we're a Christian school, we have some convictions, but we're also beyond that. I think society needs some convictions that no matter what you believe spiritually, this is not good for women's sports.
No.
Okay?
No.
So then you get in Massachusetts, notice this, Vermont, Massachusetts, you have now a track meet where a high school has won a state indoor track and field championship. I don't know if you've seen the pictures that have come out last month. And the reason one of the main reasons they won, they had a transgender girl, a biological male, on their team. And now they're saying, look, we've seen this. We've got to take our policy on this and put it under the microscope. Well, yeah, you do. Because he's out there going off, leaving everybody. And he might have been middle of the pack in the indoor track meet for men, but he comes over here and wins the women. We can't let this go on.
Which justifies you have an advantage. Because you're middle pack or less in males, you come over here, you dominate, there's an advantage.
Well, Greg, there's an advantage because, and let me tell all of you that keep saying follow the science, you're not consistent with that.
No.
You're very inconsistent with that.
On a lot of topics.
Because you could take all the moral side of this out or world views and just look at science, which I thought is what you worship and that's what you prefer. But then when science doesn't give you what you want, then you won't accept science. A biological male has things that give them strength and speed and size that however you think we were created was not given to females. And there's things that were given to females that were not biologically given to males. I tend to think that I can figure out there must be a reason for that, no matter what I believe. But if y'all want to keep saying, no, we can be whatever we want to be, by the way, that's just, somebody needs, like a child, tell you that's just not true. Okay, you got to come off that. And so, but I guess if you want to continue down this road, you can just let them continue to dominate the sports. But remember, this basketball one is one to notice. Because when you made a stand, they sided with the trans community and they went against those that took a stand. So make a note of that. It will cost you, but don't you think if enough people will start refusing to participate, something will be done?
Well, look, and it's funny because the VPA, the Vermont Principals Association, said, "Hey, look, we're just practicing our guidelines here that you shouldn't discriminate against, race." I got that.
Sure.
Okay.
But it doesn't
right.
follow
Religion.
that.
Got that. Right. That. And then they throw gender identity.
See,
Wait a minute. They are going against religion.
Yeah, I know.
Because the Christian school doesn't want to play because they have spiritual convictions about this too. So they are punishing the Christian school for their religious beliefs.
But they're also throwing in gender identity as that, and they also say that they can use whatever locker room they identify.
And that's bad. By the way, those of you that think, it's like y'all take one dumb decision and just say, let's see how many dumb decisions we can make.
Let's build a whole dumb pile of things.
Even if you want to let them play and say you make that dumb decision, at least be smart enough they should have their own dressing room. Okay? It's just one dumb thing on top of another. It's like you're a bunch of children pretending.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.